Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Autumn. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. So today we're going to talk about the new Makeup by Mario, I think it's called Surreal Skin. Surreal Skin foundation. I know I'm a little bit late on this because it has been out for about 2 weeks, but this is not a first impression. This is not the first time I've worn this. And look, everybody else is still putting out videos, so I'm gonna put one out too. Now, a little bit about my skin type. I am pretty normal. I do get a little bit oily in my T-zone. Don't really suffer with texture. I don't suffer with acne. I don't suffer with acne scars or anything like that. So this foundation was right up my alley. It is a medium skin. It is a medium coverage foundation that is meant to look like your skin but better, like literally surreal skin. There are little luminous particles in the foundation, but to me it's very similar to the particles that are in the Very Valentino foundation. In this foundation, you guys, I swear by it. So if you guys want to see how this wears, how this applies, and everything else, a little teaser, I do have it set with the new NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder that just came out. Stay tuned. I'm also in the shade 140, so if we're similar in tones, that is the shade I wear. And let's just get into the video because I don't want it to be too long. Okay, so my face is already primed with the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder in Universal. I put that like in my T-zone, here on my forehead, around my mouth, anywhere that I have like a little bit more pores. And then I also use the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I swear by this primer. I know I have and have repurchased the Milk Makeup one. I buy that one for my sister. I love it, but something about this one just does it for me. So that's what I use to prime my face. These two. This one is super hydrating. This one is kind of blurring and mattifying. So it's like my perfect base. All right. So I do have shade 140, which is described as, I want to say, a medium with warm and olive undertones. Yeah, medium with warm undertone and olive undertone. So literally what I said. But let's just get into it. I have used the foundation before and worn it all day. So this is the second time I've worn it. A lot of people mention shimmers in this, and there are, but it's very similar to, and this is literally my favorite foundation, the Very Valentino, that has like just like luminous particles in it. So on the skin you can't see them. I'm gonna start with one pump. You guys can see, I think, hopefully. It's just like a thicker, moussier texture. So it's not too runny. And I feel like because this is a thicker texture, I don't like to put too much on. The first time I wore it, I did 2 full pumps and I just felt like it was a little too much for my preference. I might do a little bit more after this, maybe like half a pump, but this is what the shade looks like. Let me turn it down some so you guys can see. So this is what the shade looks like on me, and I'm just going to use my AOA blender sponge. These are my favorite sponges, and blend it out. Coverage wise, I'll say it's like a medium. If you use a brush, you could definitely get more coverage, of course, but I'm a sponge girl through and through. I take what's left on my sponge and blend it down my neck, but I might need a little bit more foundation, just for a little bit more coverage, maybe half a pump. I am like a medium coverage type of girl. So this is what it looks like with one pump of foundation on. It's giving me like a true medium coverage for sure. Color perfect. It's just a great color for me. It blends in perfectly. I'm gonna do half of a pump more just to get a little bit more coverage in certain areas. See how it builds. I know what it looks like with 2 pumps, and that was just a little too much for me, but half a pump might be the sweet spot for me. 1.5 pumps. Yeah. So here is the foundation with 1.5 pumps completely blended out. Color wise, I'm obsessed. Finish, I'm obsessed. To me, it's like a satin. I wouldn't say it's luminous. It's not matte, but it's definitely a natural satin finish. Coverage is medium. I personally wouldn't recommend trying to build it to a full. I think it's like a true medium foundation. Now you could do 2 pumps and it will give you more coverage, but it's not gonna give like Estee Lauder double wear coverage. That's just not what it's gonna give. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my face, film another video because I have the new NARS powders, and come back and show you guys my finished face, and then we will go from there. I am back. Here's my finished face. It is now 4:06. I don't remember what time I started, but I've probably had this on for an hour or so because I have filmed 2 other videos while like finishing my face. So I applied all of my products over. I used the Charlotte Tilbury contour one and Beauty Light one in Pinkgasm, and then medium dark, or yeah, medium deep. I have the new Too Faced Cloud Crush blush on my cheeks. There's a video on that too. Highlight is my Dior Gold, I don't know, Dior face palette. They don't make this one anymore, so it's like my pride and joy. I have on the Juvia's Place bronzer duo in medium, and then I did set my face with the new NARS powders, and there should be a video on my channel on these as well. Now, so this foundation to me is a very like soft focused, pretty satin finish, medium coverage. I mean, everything blended on top of it so well. I have no complaints, and so far so good. I did also set my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, so I'm sure that, you know, will help it last longer. I always set my face. I'm not going to try a foundation without setting my face because I always set my face. So there's that. But this is the finished look for now, and we will check back in a couple hours and show you guys how it wears. I do have some stuff to do. Right now it's kind of cold and gloomy, so we'll see how it wears with that. I don't see it changing too much. My skin is pretty normal. I do get oily here some, but with the Danessa Balm Powder, I don't really struggle with that. And I did set it with my NARS powders. So we'll see how it all wears together, you know. Again, I am in the shade 14-0. I will have everything else on my face listed down below. I know I mentioned it, but just in case. And I will hop back on in a couple hours to show you guys what it looks like at that point. But yeah, I'll be right back. Hey y'all, so if you watch my other videos, you will see that like these 3 videos, basically the ending, I all have on the same outfit because I am tired and I am not changing. But it is currently 12:16 at night. So I've had this foundation on, I want to say since like 2 or 3 for sure. So over 8 hours. And it looks gorgeous, you guys. Like, it still very soft focus, light diffusing, just so pretty. It photographs beautifully, it wears beautifully. Like I said, I have normal to oily in some areas, but I use products like priming products like the Danessa Myricks Universal Balm Powder in those areas that I may get a little bit shiny, and I have not touched up. So I did set this with the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder. This is the one that just released. And I have no complaints, you guys. This is the second time I've worn it, and both times it wore beautifully. I used a different powder last time. Same primer. So the balm powder might be, you might need to go get that. But overall, color, wear, how it feels on the skin, 1.5 pumps is perfect for me. It feels lightweight, like I don't have anything on my skin. No complaints. Everything blended over it beautifully. My blush, my bronzer, my highlight, everything has stayed on. Nothing has faded. Mario, you did your thing with that, but it's to be expected. Like, if you look at his makeup, come on now. But no complaints, 100% worth it. I don't think I went over the claims with this one, so I'm gonna go over it really quick and then we're gonna be done because I'm not trying to drag this out. So it is $42, comes in 30 shades, and the claims are it's a breathable, luminous foundation that effortlessly builds and blends to illuminate the complexion with customizable long wear coverage. There's grapeseed oil and vegetable squalene to provide moisture, and there is perfecting powders that work with the skin's natural texture for a smooth and enhanced finish. Yes, it is smoothing. Yeah, luminous. I'll give it like a satin on my skin with my priming products. I'll say it's a satin, but no complaints. It's definitely going in the rotation. I feel like it's neck and neck with my Very Valentino foundation, and I know everybody's raving about it. Some people are saying they don't like it. I don't know how, but I'm right on the bandwagon of people raving with it because I think it is bomb. I think it is worth the money, and I recommend it. And that's really it. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know what you think. Let me know your shade. Just let me know. Overall, just let me know everything. What shade, how it wore, your skin type, what you think, if you're interested in it, if we're foundation twins. For reference, I do wear MA4 and Valentino. NARS, I am a Stromboli. Again, this is 140, 3WO in Dior. MAC NC25 to NC30. Hourglass Vanish, I'm in shade 9. Givenchy Prism Libre, I am in shade 4W280. So there's that. So if you are close to my shade, I think that this is gorgeous, and it wears beautifully, and it works beautifully, and it looks so good on the skin, and I recommend it. And that's really it. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Thank you for watching the whole video, because I know I be going missing and I'm low-key a hot mess, but thank you. I love you guys. God bless you, and bye.